The Oklahoma Messages Project is a prevention and literacy program for children whose parents are behind bars to fill a huge gap in these children's lives.
What we do is we go into the prisons in Oklahoma and we film parents reading books to their children. The parents can actually write in the book, sweet note, baby, I miss you, I love you. And then they actually, on film, they read the book as if the child is right there in the room.
Then we copy the DVD and mail it along with the book to the kid or kids.
And it's like, to these children, we hear it over and over, it's like their parents are in the room with them.
Hey Jordan, well, I'm gonna read you a book. Pinocchio is one of my favorite books when I was about your age.
When I get the videos, it makes me feel really good. Really, really, really good. Because I get to see him and he reads me storybooks.
I'm gonna send you this book and you can read it too, read along with me anytime you want. And buddy, I'm very proud of you for how well you do in school and for the amazing boy that you are.
I would say that this is very important in the lives of these kids. I can't even measure how important it is because it has given him, it pretty much just changed him to where I saw different happiness in him because he had that connection, where before it felt like he didn't have anything tangible, I guess you'd put it, to be able to connect with his dad whenever he wanted to.
Well, it's impacted my life by having more time with my dad.
So then the child has a constant means of seeing their parent, reading books, hearing books read to them, and it just keeps that connection between the parent and the child.
And we know from research that the single most important activity to develop strong reading skills and thus be able to learn at school is parents reading aloud to children.
But JC was reading at a 3rd grade level in 5th grade, and just by reading a book with me, and she got encouraged to read and read and read, it created such a strong bond between my daughter and I. And when she would come up here and we'd read together, I could notice the difference. She was reading at the level that she was supposed to be reading, and now she's reading above that level.
I like it because I get to hear her voice reading it to me instead of my voice. And like whenever she's reading a book, I sometimes like get my book and follow along with her.
And guess what, Christina? I have a little friend here. He wants to sing happy birthday to you, because guess what? Your birthday's coming up. Happy birthday to you.
I just watch it and think about how much I miss her and how much I love her. The videos have helped me get better at reading because whenever I was little, I didn't know a lot of words to speak and how to read books. But then after I started watching a whole bunch of videos, I started to understand what the words mean and how to explain them and how to pronounce them.
It's really life-changing for the kids. It fills a huge gap in their life to be able to see and hear their parent whenever they want to.
Those of us who haven't interacted with incarceration, or if we don't have a family member who's incarcerated, we don't realize that disconnect and how important it is for just to see the face of their parent and to see that they're safe and that they're okay.
I have 3 kids, and while I was in prison, they had the Oklahoma Message Project there.
When you saw the videos, we were very thankful because we got to see how our mom was and how she interacted, and it was just a blessing.
And she would like have these little intros like, hi kids, where are you? And like act like she's looking for us. Personally, for me, it just felt like a lot better knowing that she was okay, not like, because my sister thought she was like in a bird cage. It just cleared everything up, just made us feel better and like safer at home instead of worrying about her all the time.
If we don't start here with messages, then a lot of the kids who have a parent in prison, that is all they know.
I'm personally a child of an incarcerated parent. From the time I was 5 to the time I was 27, my father was incarcerated in federal prison. These children, all 96,000, they're my brothers and sisters. They're learning who their parents are through these videos. That's something you can't replace. That's an impact that is immeasurable.
For me, especially now serving in the legislature, knowing about our incarceration rates, especially those among women, we know that almost 100,000 children are impacted by incarceration. And so I believe investing in children's lives now is important to break that cycle, but also to ensure that they have a good bond with their parents and their families, and also focusing on their education.
One of our goals is for the children to stay in school and not go down the prison pipeline, not because they're bad children, but because their life has been devastated.
I always tell people that we have the power to end the cycle of incarceration, and sometimes all it is $5 a month, or it's 5 hours a month to volunteer, and that those of us who are frustrated with what's going on with criminal justice in our state, that we don't have to sit on the sidelines and wait for someone else to fix the problem, that we can really be a part of the solution.
So it's extremely important that we give to this cause and make the messages continue. Equipping these children with the emotional stability, the literacy stability that they're going to need to succeed.
The organization absolutely would not exist without our amazing sponsors, donors.
Thank you, Oklahoma Messages, for what you do.
Thanks to all the volunteers who help make the videos.
And I think our most important role as adults in our community is to help these children. Showing kindness and making sure we tell these children that they're supported and loved is the most important thing we can do. And our action is to donate to organizations like the Oklahoma Messages Project and to volunteer.
We're planting seeds for a brighter future for these precious children of Oklahoma.